You reap what you sow. This is a moral story. He spent all his time doing nothing but eating and sleeping. All the other worms in the garden worked hard. They dug tunnels and made the soil fertile, but not this worm. He just lay on a leaf all day long and did nothing. The lazy worm didn't care. He continued eating the poisonous plants. Soon, his body also became poisonous. One day, a bird came to the garden. He saw the little worm and said, "Hey, little worm, why are you so lazy? But do you know why?" Because she wanted him to become a useful worm. Do you want to know how? Let me tell you. After the first shock, the lazy worm started making small holes in the soil. After the second shock, he started digging the soil. After the third shock, he dug a big tunnel in the soil. The girl was very happy. Now she understood that the lazy worm was not useless. In fact, he was very hardworking. He just needed some motivation, and what better motivation than electric shocks? You are not working and you're eating all the food in the garden. This is not done. The lazy worm replied, "I am sorry, Mr. Bird, but I cannot work. If you want to work, then do it yourself." The bird pecked the lazy worm and said, "You are such a nuisance. I will take you to the old owl. Maybe he can teach you a lesson." Once upon a time in a beautiful garden, there lived a little worm. The worm was very lazy. The worm replied, "I don't want to work. If the bird wants to work, then he should do it himself." The owl was very angry. He said, "You are such a lazy worm, I will eat you." The bird and the worm were terrified. Just then, the girl came into the garden. She picked up the worm and said, "My pet worm has run away. Can you please take care of him until I get back?" The owl said, "I don't want your pet worm. He is too lazy. Tell me, little girl, how can I make him work?" The girl thought for a moment and then said, "You must give him electric shocks." The owl was very happy to hear this. He picked up the worm and gave him a big shock. The lazy worm screamed in pain. The girl was shocked to see this. She took the worm home. One day, a little girl came into the garden. She picked up the lazy worm and put him into a box. He tried to persuade the other worms to do the work for him so that he could eat and sleep. But the other worms refused. They told him, "You didn't help us when we needed your help, so why should we help you now?" The lazy worm had no option but to find food on his own. Then she took the box to her home. Inside the house, there was a big pot of milk. The girl put the worm into the pot and said, "If you make this milk sour, I will let you go." The worm ate the sweet milk and soon it turned sour. The girl kept her promise and set the worm free. The worm went back to the garden, but he didn't want to work. He started eating the plants in the garden, but they soon grew poisonous. The bird took the worm to the owl. The owl asked the worm, "Why have you come here?" From that day on, the girl kept giving the lazy worm electric shocks.